Guess where I'm going? Update? What update, Brian? What update? I'll wait till everybody that's gonna watch gets on board. I think that some people and I've got an email here of Robert Fish that I'm going to read, in which I agree 100% of what he wrote in the letter. We like to kid, which, you know, I love to kid, and we have to learn as older men that we're not 10 years old anymore, and that we gotta kind of brush things off our shoulders and not take them so literally. I don't, at least. I can't. I've come to the opinion in my life now that I'm going to lose signal here in about 10 seconds because I'm coming to the I'm in Scotch, that's the town. It's 105. And now right now there's no loss. So I wanted to do it's another Thursday, you know. I got up early in the morning. I got all the orders picked. Adam, or what's his name, is getting everything shipped out. And you know, I guess I should tell everybody how did I get to this point right here. And it really was by accident. Back in ever since so I've been kind of retired since 17. That's kind of when I officially was doing 2017 actually. And so I was just kind of hanging around the house and selling things on eBay, and you know, and then Dan Smith of Magnum Enterprises, he wanted me to do trade shows for him, and I said sure. I don't have anything else to do, and so I was doing trade shows all of the end of 2017, all of 2018, all of 2019, and then the first 2 months of 2020, I did like 5 shows before that. So you know, before 2019, I wasn't doing anything. I was just sitting at home. I would put things on eBay, and that's how I sold a lot of stuff, you know. And then Craig Lundquist called me one day. He said, "Brian, I've got 5 sets that I want to get rid of, and would you be interested in buying them?" And I said, "Well, how many?" And it was like 400 sets, I think. Maybe it was 2. I don't know what but it was, you know, $20,000, you know. And so I bought them. I even bought a Seeking in there. You know, in all of 2017, maybe 2018, I might have sold maybe 50 sets. They would sell, you know, 1 a month, maybe 5 a month on eBay, because they were discontinued sets. Nobody else had them except me. And so I was selling them, you know, and then in 2019, which I've told you the story about the Knight Rider car, he called me and said, "Hey, I got 1,200 of these cars. Do you want them?" And I said, "Sure, I'll take them." And that was the first item that we started buying from Auto World regularly, and then I started buying their assortments. But I still was doing trade shows. I had not planned on opening a store. That was not in my intentions. My plan was just to continue selling on eBay and selling from the workshop and do trade shows for Dan. Because that's what I was doing in 2020. The first 3 months, everything was going exactly how I planned. Ryan was going to create the website. I was going to do trade shows, and I would ship things when I could. And when I got back from shows, we would ship things, and that's the way it was going to be. Well, then everything changed with the pandemic. It literally flipped the world upside down, and I still don't think it's recovered. And so I did 5 trade shows in 2020, in January and February of 2020, before the pandemic had even hit. Nobody knew anything about it in January and February before March, okay? Nothing. I did 4 trade shows in January and February. 4 of them. And the last one was Toy Fair in New York City. And then the pandemic hit. And that changed everything. That changed everything. Now in 19, I did get the blue Nomad. Or I'm sorry, the Blurple 55 Bel Air. I did get that one, and then they reordered the other one, which then we sold on the following Christmas, 2020 Christmas, was the black one. And so I had not intended to do this slot car thing. And I think some people are taking this a little too seriously, in the sense that I don't want people bad-mouthing other people. I try not to do that. I try not to say anything despiteful about anybody. Okay? But people have said some things that I just don't think they should have said. And I think you should apologize to people. If you said something you should have, just get on today and say, hey, I'm sorry to anybody that I might have offended. Because I don't hold any animosity toward anybody. Nobody. Okay? Now, there are some things that some people said that I kind of was upset about. You know, I will be honest with you, I was kind of upset about SVR's, Slot Car Valley Racing. You know, he's basically saying, you know, you can go on eBay and get stuff cheaper, and that's all right. He can say whatever he wants, okay? Everybody can say whatever they want, but if you're using my platform to promote your platform, I kind of have a problem with that. Now, do I lose sleep over it? No. It's just, I think this iWheel gate had literally gone out of control. I think it is. Little. Make sure you have your money with you. Make sure you have your money with you. So how the auctions are going to go is, you're going to see a timer, okay? Basically, it's going to be a 5-minute auction. 5 minutes. So we'll be able to do 5 minutes into 30, about 6 auctions. And when the timer goes off after 5, or at the when it hurt, it's not necessarily off after 5, or at the when it hurt, it's not necessarily a time. It's time. It's going to start at a certain time. Each auction will start at a certain time. Like for example, 6:35. It'll start as soon as 6:35 turns on. Boom. That's when and then when it hits 6:40, that's when it goes 6:40. Whoever has the highest bid at 6:40 is done. That's all there is to it. And you'll be able to see the timer, or you'll be able to see my clock. You'll know what time my clock says compared to what your time clock says. It's about 30 seconds. 30 seconds, depending on where you live. So, I just wanted to let everybody know that we'll have some type of auction. I'll read these comments in a minute. Adam, we're sending your instructions for your airplane in the mail today, but you can get on the website, I think, HRP's website, and you can download the instructions. Mac Henry dropped them for some reason. So I had to get my dentures readjusted, I guess, if you want to call it. They put this like a rubber, almost like a gasket on my teeth, and it's kind of like a what is it? Kind of like well, it's exactly like a sealant, you know, but it hardens within 5 minutes. So you have about 30 seconds until it starts to cure. And so then they put it all in the side of my denture, and then they stick it up in my mouth and they let it dry, and then they shave off all the extra. And then it gives you an exact replica of your upper palate, so that when you stick it in there, it just fits perfectly. But because I talk so much and I eat so much, that it will move, and I don't want it to move when I'm talking. And so overall, I'm 90% happy with my denture. Actually, I'm almost, you could say I'm about 90%, other than the fact that, you know, I have to have a denture, but that's my fault, so I can't blame anybody but myself. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, so I'm gonna go inside and get my food. Well, I blocked off those. I don't know, I got all this parking spot blocked off still. To me, it's really stupid. Now they're getting a delivery. Bakery. They're getting a delivery. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get my food. Alrighty. Hi, James. Hi, James. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? How's my buddy Robert Fish? Is Robert Fish on yet? How's my buddy Robert Fish? Is Robert Fish there? My buddy Robert Fish. Outstanding. Well, I'm going to read Robert Fish's email. I think Robert Fish writes the best emails that I've ever written or ever read. He's very eloquent in his writing. I'm not gonna read the, are you still using your car tray? Nope. I got rid of that a long time ago. Oh, Mandy, she's annoying sometimes. No blessing. Yeah, Lord bless this food or our body, and thank you for this day. I hope everybody just calms down. I pray for a lot of people. A lot of people need it. Thank you. Okay. So, So I had a very interesting phone call this morning. I had a guy call me. Riley doesn't like me, so I'm not going to do things with Riley. All she would do is cry. So I had a guy call me from California. He does something with the the Los Angeles County Fairgrounds. He wanted me to set up some racetracks there. I said, you do know that I live in Ohio, right? I said, that's okay. You could come out here for 2 weeks. The fair is 2 weeks. I guess. Tell us how you came about all those 132nd cars. Never heard that story. Adam, you are just amazing. Kathy, okay. Well, I got all the 132nd cars from Kim at REH, helping her sell her dad's inventory. So really, this is how I got into all this. So I'll tell you the real story, or the backstory to really how I got selling all this stuff on eBay. I've been selling on eBay since I started my eBay account back in 2001 when I had Professor Tinker's workshop. That was the first store that I had, called Professor Tinker's. And I've been selling on eBay for the last 20 years, off and on, here and there. And back in 2014, I was going down to REH, which was a slot car distributor. Bob Haynes was the owner. And I'd go down there and show him, hey, this is what we've got new in SCX, because I was still working for SCX back in 2014. And one day, his wife was there. He wasn't there. And they had all this junk they were going to throw away, because his mom was kind of cleaning the place out. And I said to her, I said to Kim's mom, I said, hey, let me have that stuff. I'll put it on eBay. And whatever I get for you, I'll split it. And her mom goes, okay. So I took all this stuff home. And I put it on eBay. And I think I made $500-600. So I went down there. And I told her mom, I said, here's, I think we made like $1,200, but we split it 50-50. I said, here's $500. She said, I'll get you more junk. I said, okay. I'll be waiting. I was still just part-time with SCX. By then, I think I was kind of done with SCX. SCX was kind of finishing out. So, over the next couple months, I'd go down there and she'd have a box full of just junk that she would give me. And I'd put it on eBay and I sold it, every bit of it. And then Bob Haynes was getting in his help. He had COPD, so he wasn't really helping. And he came to me and said, Brian, no, I went down there one day and I said, Kim, she goes, Brian, I'm going to take you to this other warehouse at Montgomery. And I walked in there and I go, oh my gosh, Kim, we could sell all this. And it was basically everything that Bob bought from Aurora when they went out of business in 1980. He bought it all, and it was all in this warehouse. Well, he was going to sell this warehouse. He was going to get a good chunk of money for this warehouse, so we need to clean it out. And so Kim said, hey, help me clean all this stuff out. So we started, I was bringing boxes full of original Aurora cars back in the 50s and 60s. No, not 60s, mostly 70s. It was all carted stuff. And upstairs in this warehouse was this room of just Aurora bodies. Because Bob, when Aurora went out of business, he went to the warehouse in Rochester, New York, and he got like 50,000 bodies. Just bodies after bodies after bodies. There was a whole box full of Tyrrells. Well, this warehouse was starting to fall apart. And there were holes in it, mildew. And so she said, hey, Brian, will you help me clean out this warehouse? And that's what we did in 2015 and 2016 is we completely emptied the warehouse and she was able to sell it. We had so many cars. Oh my gosh. It was crazy. Crazy. And so in 2016, we finally got everything cleaned out of the warehouse. And that's all the stuff that's how I started selling her stuff. Yeah, there was a lot of prototypes. She had boxes of just cars. Okay, all those boxes, dear, from the Sam's Club, they're all for the house. They're paper towels and something else, I think. That's all for the house. Tim and I were doing 10 garage sales or I think we called them garage sales or we called them parking lots or used car dealers. We must have done 400 used car dealers. Hey, Ron Gardner's back. Holy cow. Boy, Ron Gardner's actually back. That's amazing. Kathy Young, I can have Mark put him away when he gets home. Yes, that's very good, dear. Very good. Thank you. Oh, what a wonderful wife. Boy, holy cow. What would I do without her? I think we were selling, oh my gosh, Tim was making so many of these used cars lots. We must have done, and then I was selling 100 car lots. That means 100 cars. People were buying 100 cars at a time. It was crazy. Yeah, the white vets are just 440s. They're not very. The 440 vets you're talking about. That was the leftover stuff that we were selling back in 2015. And those are basically 440s. Not too many people like 440s. So what people usually do is they take the tires and the axles off. You still have the used car? You should send us an email. Take pictures of those. Oh, Tim drew every one of them. Each one of those were hand drawn by Tim. Tim did every one of them. Oh my gosh. I think that artwork, I tossed mine like a dummy. You did not. Yeah, I think that artwork. Those were the days. Hey,
Yeah.
when you do your order, how do you do it to where you can bring it to my car?
Oh, we don't have that service here.
Well, then, what are you doing?
Those are people who have been waiting in line and we didn't have their food ready yet.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right.
Of course.
So just
we do
do drive.
carry out. Yeah, you could do drive-through or
Yeah, I'll
carry
just
out.
do
You walk in there and just.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, they used to have curb service here. I must have sold. We sold so much stuff. It's unbelievable. All I can say is it was unbelievable. What? What? No, I told him just to put it over by the chimney. I was just going to put it on Marketplace and see if I can get any money for it. Yeah, right in front of the chimney, next to the basketball hoop. Thank you. Bye. But so I helped Kim stocks are going to be going down pretty soon. Okay, so I'm going to read this email from Robert Fish. Yes, we're going to do an auction tonight. All right, so I got one more nugget, and then I'll start reading this. Secondhand news from Wednesday, February 1st. Well, I guess we let me off a live stream on Monday. Didn't we, Brian? Fortunately, no blood vessels were burst during the capture of Monday's live stream. It seems my efforts to excite some healthy discussion about our favorite hobby have created a bit of ripple in the fabric of space and time. I'm telling you, he really knows how to write, that's for sure. Now this part is where I hope PTT will find the time to review Slot Valley Racing's live stream from the other night regarding Auto World and AFX cars' cost, customer service, and quality. There was some interesting discussion about the current perception of Auto World and AFX price and service. As much as you have your years of experience to rely on, you may find it beneficial to hear what your customers' real-time concerns are and how they may relate to PTT in your influence of slot cars, the world of slot cars. I'd like to say a little bit about ProTinkerToys fan club on Facebook, where I've been so graciously allowed to post my somewhat controversial secondhand news article. Okay. The fan club, okay, now here's the part that I wish everybody would to listen to, okay, because this is a very important. I read every word of this, okay, and this is the King of Slot Cars approval to this paragraph right here. So I want everybody to listen to this very carefully, every word, and I'm going to try to read it perfectly, which is going to be difficult for me. Okay, you ready? The fan club was created to celebrate our connection with PTT and to give us common folk a platform to share our hobby with each other and PTT. If we can do this in a civilized manner without making or taking it personal or alienating each other's, then we can continue to have a great way to communicate. If we can't remain civilized, then we may lose this great platform together. So I would ask everyone to continue to express yourselves, but please do so in a manner befitting the spirit in which this platform was created. And remember, this is a fan page. If you are not a fan of PTT, feel free to leave. I can't say, see, let me blow the whistle on Robert Fish right now, okay? All right. And I probably shouldn't do this, but I think it's kind of you have to have I'm sorry, I shouldn't eat while you have to have some excitement. And Robert Fish brings that excitement. So Tuesday evening, Brian treated us to a special live broadcast at 5 o'clock from the $250,000 aisle. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. It is referring to see that Brian is copying these days without having to invoke imaginary Gary. It seems that due to recent events, a longtime silent customer felt the need to demonstrate some support for Brian PTT, as some of us viewers seem to be ganging up on him. I must say that it was an awesome email, which highlighted many things that we just take for granted these days. The fact that we can continue to show up here and participate in live streams indicates our interest in commitment to PTT. Brian, I hope realizes that it would be a sad situation if no one cared. Brian has taken another opportunity to toot his own horn a bit more, and as he prones to do from time to time. I can't blame or say that I blame him. He has certainly accomplished a lot in the last 2 years. I suppose we have to acknowledge that there is more to PTT than just slot cars. Amount of inventory that PTT has is pretty darn impressive for what has started out as a mom and pop operations in the shed. And Brian has single-handedly kept local Chick-fil-A restaurant in business through these hard times. And all of this was done during the crappiest couple years in recent history. Think about this, people, which is true. So I guess we can afford to cut Brian a little slack. Seems to me that he has more than earned it. While Brian and I may continue to disagree on certain things, I am certain that Brian will eventually come understand that I am pretty well always right. No, I hope Robert Fish comes to understand that I'm always right. See, this is the whole point. Robert has it, and I've known Robert's attitude from the very beginning. I know he agrees with most of what he's just expressing his opinion. Listen, people, this is the problem in this country right now, okay? That people aren't allowed to have an opinion anymore, okay? And that if you express your opinion, well, then you're shot down. And that's exactly the problem. Two rights must make a wrong. Two rights must make a wrong. 42 on 22. Thumbs, come on, that's right, thumbs up. We need thumbs up. We got 40 people watching. All right, so now I'm done with my meal. And now I've got to... the problem with... I didn't finish these, but they get cold. I have to eat these first, or else they get cold. See, right now they're completely cold. There's no warmth to them at all. My cookie... The problem with the cookies here at this Chick-fil-A, they're never hot. They're always hard. You know what I'm saying? All right, I got to go through the drive-through for Ryan and Mac's order. And so, like for example, people might not have agreed with our method of selling those cars. Okay, it's okay. I appreciate your comments. Okay, and I'll take that into consideration for the next time. I got a drive-through order.
Drive-through for Steven?
Young, Carter Young.
Carter Young. All right, they can help you with that right at the window.
Thank you. But the bottom line is, I will do whatever I want to do with the product that I've bought. Like for example, tonight we're going to be auctioning one candy stripe car and one of the Cudas. So we're going to auction 2 cars of those cars. So just be prepared to pay whatever you can pay for them. Okay. So those are going to be auctioned off tonight. We've got 5 more cases coming.
Say a command.
We got 5 more cases coming. We got 5 more cases. 48 times 5. That's 240 cars divided by 40. 240 divided by 4 is 60 cars.
Speaker category.
Carter Young.
Carter Young, all right.
Hey, my buddy. Yeah, the smiley one. Yeah, man. Boy, you're the smiley one lately. Holy cow. You must have gotten married or something. You got engaged or something? Man. Holy
Searching for
cow.
tourist information. Select a line number.
Carter Young.
Is it a mobile order? Oh, there.
Yeah, mobile order. Yes, sirree, Bob.
There we go.
Boy.
Would you like to begin navigation?
Yeah, 2 large lemonades.
2 large lemonades. Yeah, I think that's where you should be all the time, is outside or at the counter. Yeah, much better.
Hey, I think we all ought to be in.
You should, yeah.
Select a line number.
Yeah, a little cold outside.
You have a blessed day.
Hey, you too. I'm getting Ryan and Mac's meal, okay?
There we go. And then they are working on your food for you.
Do you want me to pull ahead? Or stay here?
You can stay here. It'll be up in a couple seconds. Would you like your seat?
No.
All right.
Hey, can I get this topped off?
Yeah.
I bought it today. I just got it a minute
What
ago.
is it?
A Coke.
Okay.
Hey, we need 42 thumbs up, people, just so you know, FYI. 42 thumbs up. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you.
Did you want any sauces or anything?
Oh, oh man, something hot or something.
We have the sweet and spicy sriracha.
Sriracha, yeah. Hello.
2 okay?
Yeah, that'd be good. Thanks. All right, have a good day.
Thank you, you too.
Yes. We're talking on where? Yeah, that's right. Yes, exactly. No, I was telling all my fans how we got started and how this whole thing got started, and I was telling them how that you had Bob Haynes, and he wanted me to Montgomery Ward and all that, or Montgomery Road, and so I was telling them all about you. I was gonna call. It was a mess. I'll call you later though, okay? I was gonna call you later on today anyway. All right. Well, that was Kim, my favorite person. Now, that's a prime example of how we can get along. She is completely on the opposite side of the political fence than I am, but we're friends. I'll do anything she wanted to. If there's anything she done, I'll do it for her. Because her dad was so instrumental. I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for her dad. That's all there is to it. Okay, I would not be here at this right minute doing what I'm doing if it wasn't for her dad. I'd still be selling cars right now. I'll tell you that right now, probably. I'd be a good car salesman, but I wouldn't be selling slot cars right now. I'd be selling cars at Graf Automall or some other dealership, which I hated. But it's all because of Bob Haynes. Or Bob Haynes. Kim Fields is his sister, daughter. He liked me. There's all there is to it. Bob Haynes, I started really making connections with Bob Haynes back in 1997. I did my first show with him, when I was with Irwin Toy. And I was very passionate, and he could see that, and so he was always helping me out. And then when I opened up my first store, Professor Tinker's Workshop, it was in the mall, Bowling Green Mall. He kind of helped me stock it with slot cars and everything. This was back in 2001, and he had a ton of cars back then. But that's because he had bought all of Tyco. He bought. If anybody was selling slot cars, they would call Bob Haynes. That's all there is to it. He's been doing it since 1965. And even before that, Kim's got some great stories. That'd be a good time to go down and maybe do an interview with Kim of her dad and everything, because he is really the king of slot cars. I mean, people can say that I'm the king of slot cars. Bob Beers is the king of slot cars. But the guy that really got it all going in the U.S. is really Bob Haynes. I mean, if you really want to get the truth down, if you want to cut through all the crap, it was Bob Haynes. If it wasn't for him, a lot of the companies would, you wouldn't have held the product that you've had. Okay, those are the facts. That is the fact, basically. And we would do the I remember one show. Well, we did lots of shows together in Vegas, Bob Haynes and I did. He's the one that taught me how to play craps, because I would do the shows, I would gamble a little bit here and there, but he showed me how to play the craps table. He would always be at the craps table. That's the only thing that he liked. And he liked to play sometimes slots, but he really liked playing craps, because he told me one time Bob Haynes did. That craps is the only game. It's not fixed or rigged by the house. It's just dice. You're just throwing dice, and whatever comes. And I can remember at the Riviera. I can remember to this day seeing him with a cigar in his mouth at the craps table. Okay. And just sitting there after the show, and that's what he did. That's what he. And I'd be right with him there at the table. It's kind of fun. A lot of memories. But yep, a lot of memories. Memories is so far away. La 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 la. Da, 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 da. Oh, memories. Oh, memories. I got to get some gas real quick, and then I'm going to head home. So, Mac and Ryan, you'll have to wait a couple more minutes. Mac, your fries, I hope they don't get too cold. I'll wrap these up so they don't get cold. But yeah, we sold so many cars. It was sickening. It was really sickening how many cars we sold. Oh, there's my daughter-in-law. Boy, she's a nutcase. Boy, you ever want to meet somebody that's crazy? My daughter-in-law, Mandy Young. Boy, she is doozy. Woo! Crazy. Crazy. I mean, crazy. Just kidding. LOL. Look at it. She is driving and watching my live stream at the same time. Now, if that's not nuts, I don't know what is. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm going to go to Costco real quick and fill up my car. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. A lot of fun. All right, that's a good question on the semi camera. Well, I really screwed the semi camera up. And I've got this one drone that's not operating as the way I'd like it to. Now, I received a new one to replace that one, and that's the one that's not operating too well. And I hate to take it apart. That's the problem. But I did get 9 new drones in. I got some new ones in. I think I'm going to take one apart and do the semi. But there's another camera that I found on this website that's a little long thing that I think I could put on the truck and take pictures from behind. And so I'm looking at that, but I'm going to work on that this weekend. We'll probably have some live streams maybe this weekend. But I want to get that semi camera finished because I think that'd be cool. All right, so I've arrived at Costco. Not too many people here. Okay, let's see. Where am I going to go? Over here? I got to go over here because my... Oh, shoot. They just pulled up. Dang it. Shoot. Well, I can't go there. Now they're going there. Oh, well, shoot. That's the problem with Costco is that the way they have the pumps placed, you can't really park. Well, the cookie isn't very good. That's the only thing I would have to say about now she hardly put in any gas. That lady must have put less than 5 gallons in. Take your time, lady, or guy. All right, gotta turn the car off. Okay, it's cheaper in Bowling Green than it is at Costco. So go figure. So it's 307 in Bowling Green and it's 311 at this Costco. Now, how does that make any sense? Gas prices are crazy. People voted for it. And you got electric cars. They can't even get them charged in the frozen tundra. Frozen tundra. They can't even keep them charged. Well, that's why Toyota is pulled back their electric division. They don't think it's viable. Toyota doesn't. I'm not going to be able to travel this summer either. I'm not going to be able to travel until, well, I don't know when. I mean, with the camper, we'll go to Myrtle Beach and back, but I really want to go to the Keys, the Florida Keys, but I just couldn't drive there in the camper. It costs too much. It's almost cost prohibitive. Hey, they wanted the high gas prices to live with it. I didn't vote for it. You know, that's what it's what I. Okay, I can head home now. But all sanity, honestly, has gone out of the world, basically. I'll tell you that right now. There's no logic in anything. None. Down is up and up is down. That's all there is to it. But, you know, you made your bed, you gotta lay in it. Got to head back to the store. It's 2 o'clock. I could have just filled up in Bowling Green. It'd been cheaper. Unless Bowling Green has gone up in price. I probably would. If I go on Gas Buddy, I could probably check to see what it is. Gas Buddy. So do you want to know something really stupid? So in Perrysburg, they have this giant water tower. Initially, were painted black. And a bunch of people were, I don't know how many people, were complaining because it's racist that they're all black. Well, they're silhouettes. That's what silhouettes are painted black, okay? It's like the silhouette of your face it used to get. They're black. So they had to spend $200,000 to repaint the... now, I don't know if this story is true because they repainted it the same color, unless they're a light blue. But if you look at it here, I'm going to turn the camera around and let you see. Okay, now watch what you see. You're going to see the big water tower. Okay. And the water tower's got all these silhouettes on it right there. Okay, here comes the water tower. Okay. I don't know if you can see all the silhouettes, the people. Now, I don't know if they repainted just to repaint the whole thing, but they didn't paint the whole thing. I don't know if the story is true, but if they repainted that water tower just to because they were the silhouettes were black, then I don't know. Maybe the world's going crazy. Okay, doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense to me. That's just the other things that are going on. It doesn't make anything sense. Nothing makes any sense right now. You know, it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, they want us to use all electric, okay? And really what it is to control how much electric you use. They want to just control everything. So everybody, they'll always claim, oh, it's for the environment. It's for the environment. It's for the environment. It has nothing to do with the environment. It's all about control. But anyways, they want us to buy all this electric stuff. And I keep going, you know, I was on a submarine. I do know about how electricity is made. And how do you make electricity? You have to make steam. How do you make steam? You have to have a turbine. Or you have to have a boiler that's heated up by something. And the cheapest way to make electricity in the world right now, the cheapest is coal. The cleanest is they've got these new cold fusion nuclear reactors, the ones they put on these satellites to go into space. Oh yeah. I mean, it's almost like we're going backwards in time. You know, it's almost like we're losing our scruples. You know what I'm saying? Our heads are being detached from our bodies. Nothing makes sense. It all is hogwash. Yeah, it's a very sunny day. Very sunny. Very sunny and cold. I'm headed back. Well, my cookie wasn't very good. A little hard. I read Robert Fish's email. Very good email from Robert Fish. Another prime example of how to write ODOT. Boy, it's shiny tonight. Holy cow. Kim Fields. Let's see. Alright, so here's what Kim Fields sent me. Toot his horn. Who is the fool? Please don't talk about politics. You should have bought mac and cheese. Are you coming down tomorrow? Maybe he got a divorce. Well, I don't know what all that's about. Toot his horn. Who is the fool? So Kim doesn't want me to talk politics. She never does. But she's always the one that wants to talk about it when I go down there. Which I let her do it. She's a nice person. She's sweet. Adam Hurt. Okay, so he likes to send me text messages. Adam does. Did you ever explain how you got all those 132nd cars? Yes, I did. I got them from Kim. And I had some from the SCX days when I was with SCX. Well, I tell you, those are the days I wish I had. So back in 20, oh gosh. You just don't know sometimes. So back in 2010, no, 2011, no, 2010. Now it's 2011. There was about 500 NASCAR. I ended up selling them to this other guy. Oh, I wish I kept those. Oh my gosh, those would have been worth so much nowadays. And you know what's really sad is there was a ton of that inventory in China and they just destroyed it. They just put it in a dumpster. So much inventory, so much of that stuff just gets thrown away. It's really staggering how much stuff gets thrown away in China. They just dig a hole and throw it in it. You know, that's one thing that I wish that I could fix, or that SCX would kind of come around to me, is that I mean, I said some things that maybe I probably shouldn't have said, but you know, if you're gonna be true to yourself, you got to speak the truth. And I've always spoke the truth about SCX and my position on what was wrong with the product and how to make it better, and why I like the product. I've always been very clear. I've never been wishy-washy. I haven't said one thing and then to another. I've just been very blunt on what was the problem with their cars, how to fix their cars, and but you know, the guy that designed the front end of the car, the ARSs, you know, it might be a great concept, but they have a tendency to break, and if you're going to have an item like that, you need to have parts for it. They should add a parts kit. But they don't think about these things. They're not thinking ahead. That's why when they came out with the new WOS system, nobody asked me my opinion on anything. They just came out with it. No opinion, nothing. They didn't fly me over there and said, hey, Brian, what are your thoughts on this? How can we make this better? Nothing. They did nothing. And yes, that was I wouldn't say bitter, but I was, and I don't want to say I was upset because, you know, I just shrugged it off, but, you know, obviously I keep talking about it. I was disappointed, I guess, is what you could say. I was disappointed that no one ever approached me on how to do it, considering I'm the one that sold most of it in the U.S. I mean, I sold so much SCX digital, it's sickening. All right, we are now on Route 6, headed to Wayne Road. Well, it doesn't look good, actually, guys. I don't know what happened, but it doesn't look good. I tried. You know what really messed everything up? And that was, well, it was 2020. Everything was going well in 2020. And then in 21, everything just fell apart in 21. Everything just fell apart. Supply chains, inflation, everything just went to crap. And it hasn't recovered since, which is really sad because 2020 was a great year. Even though COVID was going on, well, 2021 just turned out to be a nightmare. So much supply chain problems. China, their costs went up. Everything started going up, which then everything just got all off kilter. And I still don't think it's back right now. I mean, we're doing all right. in the auto world, you know, there's a lot. I just can't believe how so many things were messed up in 2021. I mean, it just messed up in less than a year. And what's really staggering is how many retails have closed. How many retail stores have been closed. And how many more are going to be closing this year. That's really scary. I don't know. I don't know. You try. I mean, every time I look at a downtown, especially like Wayne, you know, back in the 1930s and 40s and 50s, downtown Wayne had just about every type of business that you would need to sustain a small town like Wayne. It had everything. It had a department store, it had a general store, it had a drug store, which is kind of a general store. It had a gas station. You know, it had everything. A hardware store. All these little small towns had hundreds of hardware stores. And now we basically have killed all the small businesses. I cry at the downtowns that are just vacant. Nothing. No business at all. No entrepreneur business at all. Just boarded up doors and closed stores. It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me. We should have a big night for racing tonight. I hope there's some. I told a lot of people about race night, and I'm hoping everybody shows up. You know, it might have a lot of extra people racing. And I did that video last night on the Carrera lap counter, which we already sold 2 of them, and it works pretty good. I mean, and I sent that to Auto World for them to get they need to get I don't know why it's taking so long. There's really, I mean, other than COVID, I mean, there's just no reason to take this long for a lap counter. They're so easy to build. I mean, and you just make a 4 or 2 lane or a 6 lane. Technically, you could go up to 8 lanes. I wouldn't go 8 lanes on AFX because you gotta. I suppose if you did a figure 8. That's the only way to do a 8 lane of. Crazy. There's a nice little house. They re-shingled it, and it's for sale. Nice little tiny. It looks like a 2-bedroom. It's a World War II home. That was built during World War II, probably, or right after World War II. Nice little tiny house. Nice kitchen, probably. 2-bedroom. Nice dining room. Just a typical nice little house. It'd be a good starter house for just a family just getting going. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if Mac Henry is inside, he can come out and get his food. Okay, Mac Henry? Mac Henry, I want you to come outside and get your food, you little weasel. All right, Mac Henry? Come on and get your food, Mac Henry. I know you're watching, Mac Henry. Hey, Mac Henry, come get your food. All right, well, I'm back at the workshop. It's a little windy. I'm gonna fly my drone, but it's a little windy. Okay, Mac Henry should be out here by now. Of course he isn't. Mac Henry, where are you? A little windy. Oh, way too windy. Okay, you feel that wind blowing? Oh, my drones would be flying all over the place. Holy cow. Uh-oh, my doors are locked. I'm back. 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 Ah. Ah. La 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 la. Thinking about that that special thing we were talking about this morning about doing that SALE.
Okay. Here, you have some letters you need to read.
I already read that one.
You read this one?
The Robert Fish one?
Yeah.
Oh, you read that already.
The new one, the February 1st one?
Yeah, the February 1st.
Oh,
This is what I already told him. This is the greatest email I've ever written.
This was just some guy, he thought you'd enjoy his story, so I printed it off for you.
I gotta shut the thing.
What then? Alright, go back, play again, I guess. Alright, so he's got that big note. I joined the Tinker Club, okay, good, he got it, he got the discount, no big deal. I was told the free Cycler would be the white 55. So that's the car he wants, so whatever. We have a new one for this year, but I'm just going to give him that car. So now I have to open a new tab. So I can bring up that car, so I can add it to the order so I know I shipped it. That makes sense?
Oh my gosh. Holy cow.
So that's for 2023.
Down the aisle with Brian. Okay, so this is another customer sent us this email. I'm going to read this one here. Everybody watching. Thank you for your fast response and thank you for your devotion to a hobby. A quick story for you to lift your spirits during a stressful hour. My love of my old fast cars came from my grandfather. He was a bootlegger running Applejack from Cat Hill Mountains of New York. A bit of history of my family all cherishes. So my dad died 8 years ago, And one of my bonding rituals was going to car shows, the racetrack, and watching old car chase movies. Thunder Road was my favorite. As a kid, I bought my brother and I a large Tyco track, and I believed was more for him than for us. We weren't allowed to touch the set. Weren't allowed to touch the setup unless he was around to play too. During the COVID scares, I started getting back into the hobby, feeling closer to my dad, who I miss, and who was never more like a best friend than a dad at times. You helped me do that. My dad was a bit of a character, so even your online posts was a source of similar chaotic laughter. I just wanted to share that with you, of whatever you're feeling unappreciated. The fishes of the world will always be around to do this for the fishes of the world will always be around to do this for the money. Those who do it for love will share in the joy it brings others as a treasure to this world. As much as I hate dealing with such people, if I want to get one of those candy stripers or Camaros, I'd have to get it from one of them due to you selling them out already. I guess they have to purchase too. They always find a way to get things no one else can. Keep on selling, keep on looking out for us hobbyists, and never change your personality. Thank you, from Gregory Miller of New Jersey. Thank you, Brian, for your fast response. Ryan must have contacted him about something, and his dad died 8 years ago. Then we had a guy call yesterday that he bought a Victory 400 set for his dad for Christmas, and his dad passed away last week. Or I don't know, during Christmas or before Christmas, or he passed away before he could give him the race set. And he called Ryan today and asked him if he could return the set. You don't want to take a return, but on that circumstance, you got to, just for PR listen, if I was in this for money, there's a lot of people that I don't think Jose is doing very well. I haven't heard from him in a while. Well, that was a good email. Hate dealing. As much as I hate dealing with such people, I just wanted to get those candy stripers. Everybody wanted the candy striper. We have basically 60 more on their way. 60 more candy stripers. Well, not 60. Hold on a second. There's 24 more coming. Yeah, that's 24. Okay, we got 240. There's 48 divided into 48 times 5 is 240 cars divided by 4. There's 4 cars equals 60. That can't be 60. 3 times 12 per case. 12 times 5. Yeah, 60 cars. Yeah, so we have 60 more cars coming. 12 of those cars are already taken. So we basically have 38 cars that we're going to have left. And I don't know how Ryan's going to sell those, but we want to get all the orders out first before we even list the other cars. And then we've got something for the month of February. We're going to have some, I don't want to go into it right now, but it has to do with inventory. Oh, dear Lord, help me. We're going to have race night tonight. What I'm going to do is I got to go down to the workshop and get it all cleaned up for race night. So I think I'm going to be signing off now and heading down to the workshop so I can get race night ready. So everybody can be excited about race night. We got all our exclusives right here. People are buying them in groups, all 3 of them, which is the best way to do it so you have them all. I'm beginning to like this black one. I like the way they did the fins with almost like, because that's what it was all supposed to be about, is space. That's why they came out with these cars, to look space like it's in the future. Then the truck. That was the history behind it. And then this thing is in stock in a nice little box set. And then down here, let me show you this real quick. So if you're a customer and you come into our store, down this aisle is all our track. Okay, now I have all the track. Okay, so we have the 12-inch radius. We have the 6-inch radius. So you can go 9. You got 9-inch quarter. Okay, you got 9-inch quarter. Then you got 12-inch radius. And then we even have the 15-inch radius. So check this out. So technically, you could do this at home with all the pieces of track that I have. Watch. Actually, let me get this piece. This is the more one you want to do it with, Ryan. So I've got 15, 12, 15, 12, 9, and 6. 15, 12, 9, and 6. Oh, guys, come on now. What the heck's happening here? Oh, come on. 9. Unbelievable. 15, 9, and 12. Okay, that's 15, 12, 9. That's your standard. So that's 2, 4, 6. And then this is your 6-inch, which then would give you 8 lanes. And then we have the 18-inch curve from AFX, which would give you 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 lanes of HO. What do you think of that? That'd be cool to build a 10-lane layout. You'd have to have a custom terminal track. You really would. But that's one thing they should design is an adjustable terminal track, or an expandable, that's it, expandable terminal track. So the main track, you can hook up to either two or 2 hand throttles and 1 transformer, or you keep attaching another terminal track unit, which would then allow you to add 2 new hand throttles, and that would be on the same board. So technically, your board would have ports for all 10 hand throttles. Can you believe that? That thing would be mammoth. And it'll all be wired to where, so for the 4 lanes, then that would click in, and then you'd plug in another power supply for just those 2 lanes, and then you'd plug in another power supply for just the 8 lanes, and then up to 12. That'd be a huge terminal track. See, that's something I would design if I had. That's something practical. That's something that would benefit. That'd benefit everybody. They would love that. Because if they wanted to do a 2-lane track, okay, fine. If they want to do a 4-lane track, hey, King Kong. Where's King Kong? Hey, King Kong. Is King Kong on? Hey, King Kong is back. What's up? Long time since I've had the pleasure, gents. I hope all is well. He quit watching because I was eating. King Kong used to watch all the time, but then I started eating on the live stream, and he says, I'm out of here. I'm hasta la vista, baby. That is so funny. Well, I'm drinking pop there, King Kong. That's not true, LOL. Well, that's what Ryan told me, because I asked Ryan, I said, hey, where's this guy King Kong or King something Kong or something? He said, well, Dad, he quit watching because he didn't want to watch you eat. I go, you're kidding me. Why didn't you tell me that? And I wouldn't eaten anymore. Well, I've been busy. Okay. All right. So King Kong has been busy. Well, we're going to have a race night tonight, an auction tonight at King Kong. I'm going to be signing off here in a minute. Sorry about that. But we appreciate you signing on, King Kong. I got to get back down to the workshop because I got to get it all straightened up for race night tonight and cleaned up and everything. Because Mac and Ryan are behind today. They're always behind.
I'm telling you, I've seen you put things on that scale more than once.
See there, Ryan has got a system that he wants Mac to do. I don't know if I totally agree with his system.
Yeah, well, your
So-
system is fill out the paperwork completely wrong, but ship the completely correct stuff. And then not fulfill the second order.
Okay,
Do you
you're
see
talking.
how that
Okay,
doesn't
no,
make
I don't
any
see
sense?
anything.
Do you see how that makes no
No.
sense?
What are you doing here?
Why is this one over here though?
Hey, look, come here.
Do you want me to print out the steps of it? 'Cause
No,
I've got
you're
'em-
good.
I've got them written down though. I do.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. How was your first week?
Now, did you see any holes though? To be honest, break it down. What was wrong with that method? If you do it in those orders, your goal was to try to find the holes in
Why
it
not?
to make it better.
The only thing
Hey, here's what
you get, I don't know, like just having it all in the box
No, but here's the deal.
beforehand. I like to look at the label and the print, so I like to look at the label.
What's the benefit of
That
that?
is, I can
So-
tell.
'cause you know.
I can
No,
tell
no.
when you wash
What's
your
the
hair.
benefit
And
compared
that
to my
was wa-
method
that's
to
wash.
looking at both? Like, there is no benefit.
That's
If
gonna
you
so
pull up the
fuck you.
order,
That's
Right.
right.
like
Let me
you,
put my hand through it. No,
you're combining too many things,
No,
which
I don't
makes
want
it too
to.
complicated.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so
If you like, that's why we did that test. Like, how is that more beneficial than what we just
What?
did?
Yeah, I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Captain, 1945 A's.
Are you
What
gonna
are the
use
A's?
a straw or-
1945.
It's Argyle Country Club.
No,
Argyle
I was trying
Country
to do
Club?
something like
What was that all about?
Well, I'm a member of Argyle Country Club.
In 1945?
I really,
Established in
I have it written.
And
I
where's
do.
the
I
Country
can print it off
Club?
for you, just so you can look it over and be like, okay,
Maryland.
maybe I do want to try it
Golf?
this way.
Golf?
Okay.
Okay.
You gotta tell me why you don't want to use it that way. It doesn't make sense.
What are you doing with the
Oh, we just have toy guns. I'm
little
just-
Winchester?
If you had a
Well, it's
reason
not a
that,
wind, it's a duck.
Well, my reason is I keep forgetting
Duck
what
rifle.
the
Cap gun.
order number was.
So I'll
right,
shut
but
it
that's
down.
because,
All die
but
cast,
that's because you're not
made in
doing it in the right
Spain.
order.
Yeah.
Like you
Our
can't,
best-selling guns.
forget the order number. If you
Okay,
don't
how
have
can
it
we
up.
help you?
You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Like you're not doing it, like if you were doing it right, you wouldn't have that issue. And so instead of doing it the right way,
Alright,
you're just
down
like,
here.
well, I'm
Go
just
right
gonna do
down
it
that
my
way.
way instead of the
Or
right way.
scratch
Oh,
it, or-
Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Like I'm not trying to be a jerk at all, I promise.
Right.
I'm actually trying to make your job easier.
That's one thing I is false. Well, I'll show you what I have back here right now. No, you go that way. I wanna get out of the aisle.
And try the method of just leaving one order on the table at a time. Here, I'm gonna there.
There you go. Okay. So, pull this order. Grab order. Use packing slip.
And I swear I'm doing it because I want to make your life easier. I swear.
Okay. Use
Man, it gets way too warm in here.
Turn it down one tick.
Also don't help I'm wearing
100 layers.
Well, we do a lot
Yeah,
of
if you had to work
cars.
out side of them.
I bought the bank and I just decided to open the
outside a
store.
bunch over there
The
so
vault's
far.
got a lot of RC
Yeah,
stuff.
there.
Yeah,
Is that
There's
really
just a little
cold?
bit
Or
of
how is it?
everything.
it's alright. The shop gets
Yes.
cold, but they have that years in there, so it keeps it somewhat warm.
So it's not that.
It's not that bad.
Okay, well, we
You
have two of the
actually
best
acclimate
selling,
to
or the
cold
best
pretty quickly.
starter airplanes.
Now, he had me out in that other building over there. It was so cold out there. That side building by us here, he owns that building.
I know he wanted to buy it, but he didn't have an objection.
Yeah. So every Tuesday he said we'll be cleaning small portions of it out.
That's
I'm
good.
just taking tires out of there so far and taking them off the rim and throwing them both away.
Battery, everything needed. They're called ready to fly. Bind and fly, you already have a receiver, you bind that receiver. It's called ready to fly. RTF, ready
what time it is.
302.
Did you check what time it was?
302.
Why did he leave the live stream over here though?
I don't know.
That kind of. I guess they're just gonna have to watch us do our kettlebells.
Right. 31. 23.
Those are great to start with.
I think you forgot the camera over here.
No, I did. I left it for you guys. They wanted to talk to you.
Well, here we're doing. Hey, have you seen this car? Is it down at the workshop?
Could be why.
Because that's the one Chucky P won on New Year's, and we can't find it.
Is it down in that tub there?
I'll double check it.
These two tubs right here. There's a bunch of cars in that tub there.
It really shouldn't have been, but oh. No, that ain't it.
I know it ain't.
What is this one now?
I don't know.
It's got a tag for 70. That ain't it either. Oh, these are just price estimates. That's how
Right.
So it's not there.
That was an auction one too, I think.
These are ones that just peaked. No, this is just people that didn't get back to us. Oh, that's why. Jose wanted it. Jose called. He wanted you to give him a call.
And he called yesterday. He tried calling yesterday. I was talking
This is
about
Jose
this one.
too.
Well, I know those are all cars that. So this is
How'd it work?
Good.
I'm still trying to think of who that could be, and I cannot
Who?
figure it out.
Who?
The one you guys were talking about.
Oh, you gotta figure it out, dude.
I feel like y'all were lying to me.
What is this one over here for? Did you?
I may have put it over here for. There's too many over there. I don't know.
I feel like y'all are just straight up
I
lying.
might even see how much I paid for shipping. See if we can do 2 shipments. 'Cause this box is so tight, I don't think you can fit it in there.
Really? Oh yeah, that was the one your dad said.
Did you say it would fit?
Yeah.
What's up, King Kong? Long time, my man. Chuckle 8 Toes, King Kong. What's up, my man? Clint, what's up? Robert, Chucky B, Clint. Hey, man. What's up, Robert? What did I screw up? I see ... at the end. I'm always nervous about that. What's up, Mr. Butler? What's up, Clint? Hit those thumbs up. Looks like we already got them. You guys having fun? I hope you're having fun. Knocking it out. Mac and I are crushing it. We're almost 90% caught up. What's up, Tommy? Tommy Durnya. How was the drive? Hopefully the drive was okay with Brian. Dad's in a good mood today. What time is good mood time? Do you know?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. That's 3 o'clock. We call it. Get back to your
6
workout.
o'clock
Mandy
is-
says. Mandy says get back to your workout. She just likes to see me bend squat like that. Dad's in a, so 3 o'clock is good mood. We're gonna make a clock that we're gonna put up, and it's gonna be Brian's moods.
Mm-hmm.
That's
12 o'clock is he sleeping.
12 o'clock. Why is 12 o'clock sleeping?
I don't know, midnight.
Would it be midnight then?
Yeah, midnight is, he's at midnight.
Should we do a 24-hour clock then?
Yeah.
Say that one rifle is your best seller, huh?
Yes.
This guy here?
Well, actually, my best seller of all time is either this one or the Golden Rifle, which is this one right here.
You don't have any air rifles, do you?
I do, or down here.
Is Daisy still making?
No, oh, you mean BB guns? No, these are wooden or plastic pellet guns. They're the same as a BB gun, but instead of a metal BB, it's a plastic pellet, and it doesn't fire the same velocity as a BB gun. It's a little less. Captain, how are we doing?
How are you?
I'm good. Are you coming tonight? Some race night?
I was just asking if there was race
7 to
tonight.
8, baby.
All right.
Are you coming then?
Yep. I'll
All right,
bring my stuff and
awesome.
I'll see you.
All right, great.
I'll see you then
All right, thanks.
at the Red Barn, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All righty.
You've come, you've seen. What are you trying to shoot? Birds or just
store here.
Well, thank you. Look around. We got just about a little bit of everything.
Sure have.
More than you can possibly imagine. No, well, why are you wrapping that up?
So I can tape it. Watch, I'll show you.
We got another $1,000 orders with Schaefer's Hobbies, St. Louis, Missouri. That's his third order so far. So I need to focus more on that. I know that you don't have much time, but we have to figure out a way to figure out something here.
You know what we should do? We should
Mac?
buy a whole. We should go to Founders CDs and we should see if they want to sell their stuff online. That's how I get a whole bunch of time.
Here, you can keep this. Just look. This is next time you come. It's called our Just Looking coupon, and you can say that they're only good until you're in the store. So you can only use this when you come back into the store. Okay.
Great. Well, I'll keep that.
This is a joke. I did this before Christmas. We had so many people coming in, just looking, week before Christmas. Okay, I'm thinking, how can that be? You're just looking for Christmas? And so I had my son make one of these up.
Shoppers. There's
I
a
said,
lot of them.
yeah, but they didn't buy anything. They'd come in, look, and then they'd walk out without buying anything. I said, we got to stop that. So I said, make up this coupon, just looking. Because they would come in and go, hey, can I help you? No, just looking. And so I would make this up. Every time I gave one to somebody, somebody would buy something.
Oh, interesting.
Isn't it amazing?
All right.
And then everything's on our website too, if you're internet savvy.
I am to a degree.
Okay.
Okay. And you're Mr. Young.
I'm Brian, and my son Ryan is the co-owner.
Good. Very good. I see you still have the, is it Tamiya?
Tamiya paint, yeah.
Yeah. I've been buying this Revell.
Yes. Well, the best paint is to paint stuff is with the Grex airbrush machine and the Vallejo paint. Those are the best.
Are they?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's how I did all these models, is with the Grex airbrush machine and with Vallejo paint.
I've got an old Badger that I've used for years and years, and it's on its way out.
Well, I'm telling you, if you want to buy the best airbrush machine, this comes with a compressor. I've sold so many of these things. I own one myself. It's the best airbrush designed, engineered in California. I know the father and son, and they're Korean. And he designed it and engineered it, and trigger mechanism, weather.
I see something.
What do you see? Oh, the P-51.
Yeah, now, see, that's about the size aircraft I built.
Oh, you do wooden ones.
Yeah.
Scratch build, huh?
And I built one very similar to that, markings and everything. You
Really?
can see the checkerboard knows, but it's called Dallas.
So the new
Dawn.
cars, SC382,
And,
do you want them stocked up in here as well?
Yeah.
it
'Cause
was flown
we already
by
got
two
everything
different
else done with them?
pilots, in Europe.
We got some down here.
Okay.
But that's the size
Yeah.
I build.
We got
That's
more
cool.
coming.
That's pretty much
Okay.
3/4 to the.
I just needed to know if I needed to write it down to put.
Yeah.
Bring
Okay.
it in and
well,
put
thank
it-
you so much for the tour, and
Oh no, thanks for coming in. Have a great day.
Don't
We'll
bother
be glad
making
to
number
see you.
one though.
Yeah. That,
No,
that
go
box
ahead
was
and
already,
make it,
That
because-
box was already down there and made and everything.
So we have 60 more coming in. Minus all, did you take all these? How many technically do we have to ship out?
I'm going through it.
Because we have 60. We have 5 cases. There's 3 to a case, or 12 to a case, times 5.
Minus the eye wheels.
Huh? Minus the eyes. If we get any more, let's say we don't get any white ones.
Yeah, it could be a different one. It could take from. So if we get car number 3 and 4 eye wheels, that means we lose out on a candy strip.
Not necessarily.
Okay, I know how they're boxed.
No, you don't.
Yep.
Well, I mean,
Ryan, prove your theory.
I
Yeah.
am.
Prove
I
your
am.
theory.
Wait,
The one
I am.
Alright,
time
write it out on
we
paper.
were
I am.
taking
And
out
prove your theory.
Hey, let me
number
show you this.
3,
You're
and
doing
it was
this
eye
wrong.
wheels,
Look,
and
watch.
that's got a number
All you
4
do is you
though,
go like this. You pull this one here.
instead of the
Then
candy
you
strip.
just bend this like this. Okay, always
He was
make
taking
sure
one.
it's tight.
So we should, if we get
Okay,
four,
then
we
you
should
just
go.
crease
One
it
and take
like
two.
this.
If we get 1
that?
or 2, we lose.
Yeah,
See how I did that?
but 3 and 4
So wait a
take
minute.
out of 3 and 4. So we should be fine if we get those ones.
He doesn't realize it's the same car.
Put it
You
in.
get this car, you lose this car.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. You
No.
might use a different car the next time.
Nope. It's
No.
always the same.
It's always the same. We went through this multiple
No, you
times.
don't.
It's all the same.
You can't.
This is one thing I know I'm right about,
Mark,
and you're wrong
Dakota,
about.
you're talking.
Hey, Dakota called in sick yesterday.
I know he did. I know.
Yeah, we had a
We
talk.
had a long talk.
We had a
with
long
I
talk.
told you about that.
Right.
You cannot call in
Calling
sick.
in sick to school, okay. Do it as
Yes.
much as you want. Calling sick into work,
Is
him.
not a
Bad.
bad thing.
This is what owners instantly think. Loser.
I'm not kidding. You have to suck it up and go, and you have to work your butt off.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we will see you tonight at 6:30 for the auction, and we're going to be auctioning off one of these. Okay, and one of the iWheel candy stripes.
It's supposed to be a surprise.
Huh? I already told them.
You're right. That's why I'm telling you that was supposed to be a surprise.
Get their money ready. I want their money ready. I want all their money. So we're going to auction these two cars off tonight, guys.
Of course you want.
Hey, guess who's watching right now? Hey, guess who's watching right now?
oh,
Hey, guess who's watching right now?
King Kong.
King Kong, the one you told me didn't watch anymore because I was eating, and he said that's not what he said.
I know that's not what he said.
You told me that's
No,
why he's not
crap.
watching.
No, I didn't say that.
Yes, you
didn't
did.
Listen.
No, I said,
You
where's
didn't
King
listen.
Kong? And you said,
I told you why.
no, you said
didn't
because I was
listen.
eating one day.
No, because you are a huge Trump supporter and you always like to talk politics.
Oh,
You didn't listen.
Do you need
See?
2 of these?
oh, I get it. I get it. So he didn't like, oh, all right. So I'm not allowed to talk politics. I get it. All right. So these are the two cars that we're auctioning off
You
tonight.
never listen.
No, then who didn't watch anymore because I was eating?
He literally called and told you that.
No, he said it was about food.
The guy, yeah, that guy called.
Who?
The guy who stopped watching because
What?
you're eating.
Which
I can't remember
guy?
his name right
No,
now.
I see.
It
This
was
is where I
never
think.
King Kong.
Well,
Dude,
this
he
is where I
was
think.
on the
No,
phone.
this is where I
He
think
was
you're
on
wrong.
the phone, and
No.
I knew Len. It was Len. Len.
No,
It
no,
was Len.
this is
Len.
where you're wrong.
Len.
No,
Len.
this is
Len.
where I think.
Len.
there's an order.
This
This
is where I
brings me
think you're
comical-
wrong.
It was Len. He was on the phone. I put it on speaker.
All right, hold on. The
I said,
committee.
why aren't you talking? Why aren't you on the live streams anymore? He said, you know why. I said, yeah, but I got you on speakerphone. I want you to say it out loud.
No, you're not. No. Okay, guys. So we will see you tonight at 6:30, and we'll start the auction at 6:30. And Ryan's going to be getting that thing all upset here. This is what I miss. Okay, so this is what I miss. This is what I miss. Do you not need to wait for the race night to see drama?
10 packets.
I am here for the slots and fighting. I'm here for the
That's
slots and fighting.
fair.
Glad to see Kong back. He does most of the political rants on his personal Facebook page. Okay, guys. We will see you tonight at 6:30. Thank you for watching the live stream. And thank you, Robert Fish, for your wonderful email. And we will see you later. Thank you. Goodbye.